before we go getting into more detailed specifics regarding HAB and what it takes to place some of this, I think that, we'd have to acknowledge that the property space, the GL space, and the umbrella space have all been thrashed with capacity and whatnot. So what was once, one player, two play risk, you could see as much as 5 to 10 carriers on a $100 million JM complex somewhere, not just in New York, but throughout the states. And I think that obviously that's an uphill battle for the insureds and the brokers out of the gate, having to explain why there's so many insurance companies that it takes to insure their property, and then bringing them different options, whether it be more limited in coverage or, with full coverage, and showing the different pricing expectations and why it is they exist. And, what's your process that you take when you see one of these out of the gate that you take with the insured and the retailer to kind of get them from the start across the finish line?
Yeah, I think, for me, it's really just asking good questions to your agent, right? What was the expiring pricing? What was the retention? Were there any restrictive terms on the expiring policy, so we know what we need to garner in the marketplace, right? So I think it's just understanding kind of what we need to find in the marketplace and then going out and getting it. But sometimes, what we need to find isn't attainable due to some of these minimum premiums and markets just kind of dropping out.
I'd agree with that. I know we're working on one right now. I'd love to point out that I think the expiring package was $60,000 and our monoline GL is $75,000.
Right.
That's without even taking into account the $55 million property we have to place and the umbrella. I think it's just about setting the expectations and letting the retailer know, hey, there's 5 property markets in this space who could consider this. Right. Here's their answers. So, we're always validating our work and showing our diligence, because let's face it, when we come out with the numbers we're coming out with right now, any retailer would be insane to not double check their work and go to the guy up the block. But, I think a lot of the professionals in our space acknowledge these issues and kind of sign off. I know I do when I see it. Others, hey, if the markets have been approached, we're going to take a step back here. We don't want to oversaturate the same guys. And I think that's where relationships do come into play, though. Perhaps you can get something done the guy up the block can. No different. I only know so many people. The guy up the block may know somebody else. But I think what makes us special is that internally we have a lot of the bases covered. You've got your relationships, I've got mine, Kevin Hahn has his, and I think when you piece together our relationships, it really puts together a combined effort team regarding property, casualty, and umbrella, really the key spaces, the key ingredients to a full-blown package for Habitational.
Without a doubt. And it's definitely special, that we do that, because there's not many other competitors that are kind of under the same model as we are. So we're able to leverage those relationships and get stuff done that maybe I wouldn't get done myself, but you could get done with your underwriter, or vice versa. So it's definitely been special for us that way.
Yeah, I think that's really, it's a unique take. It's been fun this whole year, the past 2 years doing it, but I think we've really got it down with science.